Raye is one of those artists where, if you've been paying attention, nothing she does surprises you anymore. And yet somehow she keeps raising the bar. Allow me to set the scene. This is the opening opening lyrics to the project. Allow me to set the scene. Our story begins at 2:27 a.m. on a rainy night in Paris. Cue to thunder. Autumn leaves blanket the concrete. The sky is dark. A woman in her late 20s walks from a bar to her hotel. She has no umbrella. She is 7 Negronis deep, and she nurses a hole she is desperately trying to fill. Starts off the project with a monologue with the orchestra in the background. You knew you had to strap yourself in. I was like, okay, she's gonna do this shit to me again. This is her sophomore album. This music may contain hope. It dropped this week, March 27th, when I'm recording. This thing is 17 tracks. It's a full concept project, full arc, the kind of ambition that makes you wonder what everybody else is doing with their time. Um, Quick recap. Last time I talked about Raye was in 2023. That was her debut project. Since then, she left her label. She went fully independent. She won 6 Brit Awards in one night. Picked up a bunch of Grammy nominations. She sent that track "Escapism," which I talked about back in 2023. You know what? I'm gonna have to like put a link or something or a clip or something in here with 070 Shake. Shout out to 070. And this track, "Where's My Husband," that's on this project. Both of these tracks in the freaking stratosphere. She's selling out arenas. Um, 6 nights in. She did 6 nights in '02. She had a U.S. tour. She brought her sister out, absolutely, which I featured. Um, Actually, last episode, absolutely has an amazing project. It's just not fair, bro. It's just not fair for a single family to have that much amazingness. In something going on in that DNA. They cheating. They out here cheating. She freaking had she was with Bruno Mars. She did it was on that tour there. But man, I'm sorry, Ray is not in no soft girl era. She is out here, LVs on y'all necks, and is just like milking this momentum, and that's the energy she's coming with to kill the freaking game. If you're not coming with this kind of energy, like, what are you even doing with this sort of mastery of the art? This much energy, 3 years for this. Like, hey, shout out to J. Cole and everything. Like, that project was nice. The fall off. It took you 10 years to do that. She did this in three. She did this in three. I don't need an album every year from my artist. I'm not that type. 3 years is great. But you give me 3 years and you come out with this, I I don't want to gas it too much, but you should probably stop this tape right now and go throw that thing on immediately. I could even just stop recording right now and just be like, go ahead, just off them vibes alone. But I'll continue. She's not playing it safe. 17 tracks. This thing it asks you to commit about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes to consume it all. It's structured around 4 seasons. It's a full emotional journey, darkness to light, and it earns every minute of your time. Talking about how this album actually sounds is important because she makes some genuinely breathtaking like choices on this that a true artiste has to be at the helm to pull something like this off. It's structured like a freaking film. 4 seasons, 4 emotional chapters. We're talking about from winter through spring, heartbreak, through renewal. You feel the shift as if you're walking this journey, like she's guiding you like through this journey, and you're walking it with her. The collaborators on here are wild to think about. Hans Zimmer, freaking Hans Zimmer, in the orchestral production, crazy. Al Green shows up mid project. Al Green, you didn't expect that, did you? You didn't expect that though, did you? Al Green for a soul duet on this thing. The London Symphony Orchestra, a full gospel choir here. It's a lot. it's a lot going on, and it works. The genre range is insane, from big band, swing, jazz, brass, orchestral pop. We're talking R&B moments in this thing, musical theater energy, heavy, heavy. I told you the whole thing started off with a freaking monologue, and it ends with a it ends with she is reading the freaking, you know, when you go to the movie and they have the credits rolling at the end, she reads the credits out. She reads the credits. And it's freaking compelling, and it's compelling because Hans Zimmer is still doing his thing in the background with the orchestra and the violas and everything, and just freaking crescendoing and falling and taking you through those movements. This is freaking crazy. The musical. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm a big fan of musical theater, but man, if you're into art, if you're into music, you have to appreciate the production that's going on in this thing. And remember, she's part of the production. She's the main part of the production. She's the lead on all of this. This thing moves around, it jumps around, and somehow it keeps it all together. A few tracks to jump into if you're not gonna do the thing that I'm recommending, which is start from the top. It's a movie. You wouldn't start a movie from the middle, but fine. If you need a taste, you probably heard already the track "Where's Your Husband." That joint been doing numbers. But the track on here that's like the most compelling to me is the is let's see. This is the is this the longest? What's the longest? It's the second to longest because Nightingale Lane is pretty long too. This joint is 5 minutes long. Click Clack Symphony. It's legit featuring Hans Zimmer. He's not in the background. He is like prominently featured. The music is prominently featured on this thing. Click Clack Symphony. And there's a video. Because you know what time it was. This joint was that compelling. This joint was that dope. There's a whole video for this. So go check that. She is in full showrunner mode on this one. It's a little bit funny. It's bold. Um, it's theatric. It feels like a chase scene, almost like in a movie, like this big dramatic thing that's happening, and it ends with this crescendo. The visuals are dope because she's on the mountain top, and it's like a spoken verse, almost part of the song, poetic in in all of her presentation with it. It's amazing. Goodbye Henry, the one with Al Green. This is a cross generational soul moment that never feels like a gimmick. Al Green brings the warmth, Ray brings the story. The production here ties it all together. Where's My Husband? Everybody's familiar with that by now. This one has been doing the numbers. It already has 163 million spins, and that's just on this platform. So this joint already been doing the numbers. Probably already double platinum, whatever, right? You already know this one, right? There's like big band energy on this track. It's like a Broadway level drama that is. And how long is this thing? It's only 3 minutes. Damn, it feels so much bigger and bolder than that. But it's pretty much Broadway. It's built for Broadway. I could see this whole project being a Broadway play. Somebody could really write a script around. Man, I should write a fan fiction about this joint. I should write a whole fan fiction story about this project. It's an hour and 13 if I write a musical centered around this, because you know how Beyonce had Lemonade, and there's been several other projects like that. Yeah, that I can make that joint. I can make that joint about 2 hours. 2 hours because you add a little bit of dialogue here and there. I could do something with this. I feel like I could do something with this. I don't know, because it's just ready made. It's ready made. Especially that specific track. And then you got a track like Joy that's on there. I'll get into that in a second. But like, where is my husband? She's saying here, why is this beautiful man waiting for me to get old? Why he already tested my patience? I only fear he's taking time with other women that ain't me, while I've been reviewing applications. Wait till I get my hands on him. I'm telling him off too. She already mad. She already mad. She coming to you mad like, nigga, where you been? Where you been? I've been waiting on you this whole time. And like, you're perfect. Get over here, right? On some Scorpion joint, right? For how long he kept me waiting, anticipating, praying to the Lord to give him to my loving arms, and despite my frustrations. Um, that could be a high moment, a high art in the storytelling of whatever play. Maybe I end up writing a play for it. But it's also overall a family affair because Joy is on here. Joy is the 15 track on this thing featuring her sisters Amma and Absolutely. Already got 160K spins on this thing. Absolutely. Again, love her. Go to her project. Paracosm is not fair. There's so much talent in one freaking family. This feels like a ready-made Pixar track. This track was already made. Like, just slap it on. I just watched this movie, Hopper. I don't think that's Pixar, but Hopper is I definitely recommend checking out. It's an animated movie about environmentalism and things like that. And I could see that joint, dropping in on there, dropping in right there, right? Just throw it in there, ready made, coming to a theater near you. The whole family takes part in this. Again, Grandpa is on the final track on this thing. Her grandma um, is in the opening track, I believe. She's in the opening track, and she gives us some words of affirmation. There's words of affirmation throughout this entire thing. It's empowering. It's empowering to anybody who listens to it, specifically to women, though. But like for anybody, you can find something in here that just encourages you, that gives you, that sparks your creative energy. I love that because it's just like it. It's a type of project that not only builds on itself, but others can build upon it if you have the internal fortitude intestinal fortitude that like she goes to with this and like believing in herself, being independent, believing in herself, and just like going hard, and just pulling that thing all the way through. This is there's a personal intimacy that she's invites us all to listen to on this, and the cinematic choices are just bold, and it's just very encouraging when you see people do what their heart sets them out to do, um, unapologetically. This is the kind of project that's more of an event. You gotta listen to this. If you're a music fan, you're in for a treat. Run it back multiple times, which I've done, because there's like nuances in every song. Every song is a journey. Every song has all kinds of nuggets in there that you didn't catch the first time. If you're a person that enjoys a story, that enjoys film, and you can just like an audiobook. It's almost like an audiobook. Just listen to the whole thing, top to bottom. Trust me, all the way down to the credits. She can read a phone book, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is cinematically British, emotionally honest. It's funny in spots. She is someone who's been, it sounds like someone who's been not holding back, but she's been like maybe like journaling or like collecting along the way. And this is her freaking final release. This is best experience um, in a space where you can pay attention to it. It's not the type of thing I would suggest you be distracted for. You're gonna miss moments. The first several times, let it wash over you. Per- May, if you gotta go for a hike, get out in nature. Let the signal drop. Put your headphones on. Put your phone on do not disturb. Throw this thing on. It's an hour and 15 minutes. Walk, go this way for what 30, 40 minutes, and walk back the other way for another 40 minutes, 45 minutes, to back to your car. And you tell me you haven't been changed. Tell me you haven't been expired. I dare you. Ain't no freaking way. It's a project that you have to travel through. And you have a freaking tour guide. Raye. Raye is on here. She has her freaking her band of misfits. You know what I mean? Hans Zimmer, her sisters. Um, Al Green coming along for the ride with you. Why not? What better company? What better company? Bottom line, Raye is building something real here, and I don't expect to get anything back from her until 2029. Another project until 2029. Take this on tour, turn this into a Broadway show, turn this into um, an amazing. I've already seen the some productions she's done where it's just it's a full production. It's already a full production. So this is going to be take some time for society to catch up and digest. This was she finished it in 2025, and it finally released here in March. So she's been working on the nipping and tucking that bit on the edges, but It is a freaking masterpiece. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. I haven't. So I don't do 5 stars. Be, because I'm like, I don't really believe like there's like a perfect album out there. The only album I've given a 5 star to was D'Angelo's um project Black Messiah posthumously. That's the only one I've ever done it for. If I give it 4 stars, so let me give you some insight here if you haven't been paying attention. I think that's a Grammy worthy production. I think that is a Grammy, at least a Grammy nominated worthy production. If I give it 3 stars, I think it's a great album. I think it's worth your listen, of course. I love it. Uh, it's just not quite that level where it's like world breaking like that. Um, you won't see any 2 stars, so only 3 and 4 stars. I think I might have to do it on this. This is a perfect album. This project is a perfect project from top to bottom. It's cohesive, it's storytelling, the lyrics are amazing, the performance is great, the production is out of this world, not skipping any beats, any meals. It's thought out. Oh man, there's visuals for it. This this may be the best album. This may be what is it? What year is it? 2026. Ray has just put out album of the decade. Straight face. You're gonna catch up later. You know, welcome. I'm from the past. You're somewhere in the future where you finally got hip to this. It's like those people that caught up on Prince like mad late. And like, oh, he's great, he's a genius. Or even D'Angelo, like I mentioned before, D'Angelo, mad late after he died. I'm telling you to tap in now. This is the best use of technology, of advancements in musicality. Um, this, I mean, since 20, this is of the decade. Like, there's nothing, nobody's gonna do anything better than this for the decade. Since 2016 to 2026, or from 2020 to 2030, I can't see a project being this perfect. There's nothing that is possible. I don't know if it's possible. I think I'm gonna give this 5 stars. I'm gonna have to give it 5 stars. I haven't done this before. I haven't done this before, and I don't want to be like I know I'm gassing it. But it is worthy. It's the only album I've ever reviewed, and I've loved a lot of. It's the only album I've ever reviewed and I've ever listened to that's like on first listen, I was like, this is fucking crazy. On second listen, I was like, she did not just do this. How? How does one individual have this vision and then execute it like this? Not gassing it. No extra sauce. No extra sauce. Um, every second of this project is a freaking masterpiece, and it's worth your listen. It's intentional. This music may contain hope. This project may contain a Grammy. Are you listening?